Alright, Google. I'm getting pretty angry about this. Do you see this? This is the Pixel 5 from 2020. While many people complained about the underscreen speakers, the haptic motor, and the Snapdragon 765G, this device represented an interesting gap year for Google. Instead of making the premium flagship they had before, the Pixel 5 was a premium mid-range device. Oh, and you could use it in one hand. I adored using my Pixel 5 right up until the moment that I got a Pixel 6, and I ended up keeping that device after the return period. I found the performance to be noticeably improved on the 6, and I loved the photos and videos I could capture. The fingerprint reader and battery life also have improved drastically with updates, and I've avoided most of the problems with the modem, but signal strength still isn't a strong point of the 6. The one thing that hasn't changed, however, is the size. The Pixel 6 is still rocking a 6.4-inch display with not the thinnest bezels, and it's difficult to use with one hand, even more so with a case on it. The Pixel 5, however, is small, light, and very comfortable to use. Despite enjoying my time with the Pixel 6, I've really been feeling the urge to go and use a smaller device. I'm kind of sick of having this massive brick of a phone that swings around in my pockets, and I can't even reach over to the other side of the screen while using it. And this is where the problem comes in. You see, recently, I purchased a MacBook Pro. You should go watch those videos about it. And I've been thinking about moving back to an iPhone to go along with it, the whole Apple ecosystem to complement my Apple Watch, my iPad, etc. The iPhone 13 mini is a small device that provides a lot of power, a great camera system, and good enough battery life to get through my day. Especially now that I'm working on being on my phone less, I don't really need a giant phone to be able to do every single task, especially because a lot of the tasks that I do on my phone are just far better on a larger screen, and I don't even mean Pixel 6 sized larger screen. Responding to emails is just awful on a phone. I'd so much rather watch Netflix on my iPad. So really, I don't need a giant phone to do all those tasks, as I'm fortunate enough to have other devices that are better suited for doing those tasks. But while the iPhone is great, it's still an iPhone, and that means it comes with a bunch of limitations and things that it just can't do, because Apple doesn't want you to do that. For example, the other day I bought an MP3 file, and I was able to download that to my file folder on my Pixel, and then transfer it to the music folder, and immediately had PowerAmp able to play that song. The issue though is that the search for a compact Android device is a major challenge. For all of Google's Be Together, not the same ads, there aren't many options available. Looking at Android Authority's list of the best small phones, at the top of their list is the Pixel 5. That's a 2-year-old phone. All the other options, the Palm is too tiny, I don't want a keyboard phone, and these are rugged devices. The Asus could be an option, but I'm not too sure about their software support. And that brings us to the Galaxy S22. Now, this could be a good option, but from what I've heard, the battery life isn't the best. While I am trying to reduce how much time I spend on my phone, I still need a long-lasting battery for those sudden days where your tire bursts on the side of the road and you have to call for AAA and talk with them on the phone while using GPS to figure out where you are, to tell them where to send the tow truck, while texting your friends to cancel your plans with them because your tires exploded, and also texting your parents to make sure that they know you're safe, and you need a long-lasting battery for all of that. From what I've heard, the Galaxy S22 just doesn't stand up to that use case. The S21 might fit my use cases a little better, but now I risk getting a used battery which has suffered degradation. Even more so, Samsung's software isn't really to my liking, and while I could look at devices from Motorola, Nothing, Sony, etc., there's still the problem of device availability and software and customer support. Now, moving back to Google, their lineup of devices has just absolutely ballooned in size. The Pixel 6 and 7 Pro are 6.7 inches. The 6 and 7 are 6.4 and 6.3 inches respectively. The Pixel A is the smallest of the bunch at 6.1 inches, and while the screen is just 0.1 inches bigger than the Pixel 5, the 6A is 0.29 inches taller and 0.06 inches wider. Sure, I could move down to the Pixel 6A. It has a plastic back that I'm not really worried about cracking, it has decent battery life and performance thanks to the Tensor chip, but it also has the thermal issues and modem issues that accompany that Tensor processor. Plus, it's still bigger than the Pixel 5, and it loses the 90Hz display that I really do want, because that high refresh rate goes very far in increasing the perceived smoothness of using your phone. Yet going to the Pixel 5 gives me a slower processor with only one more major software update. Sure, used models have given me really good battery life, but there's still the issue of degradation. So if I get the size that I want, I have to compromise on performance. But if I go with a faster model, I have to trade on refresh rate, battery life, and size. Google, what's going on here? I can't win. You used to be one of the only main players really making high-end, compact to compact-ish devices. I can only assume that market research went into these decisions, and there just isn't much market interest in small phones. Big phones give you big batteries. But I think there's still definitely a segment of consumers who want smaller, more pocketable devices. Ones they don't have to worry that'll drag down their workout shorts or break their face when they drop it onto themselves at night. I wish that Google would make the Pixel 8 the size of the Pixel 5, and then make a Pixel 8 Plus the size of the Pixel 7, and make a Pixel 8 Pro the size of the Pixel 7 Pro. Just like Samsung with their S22, S22 Plus, and S22 Ultra. Small, large, and ultra large. This would still, however, get me the Pixel's clean and optimized software, fantastic cameras, good battery life, and great performance. Another fun idea would be to make the Pixel SE, or device name, what have you. In essence, a Pixel 5 with the Pixel 8 features like Tensor G2, the updated cameras, more software support, and the newer voice transcription and AI features that the new Tensor lines bring to it. So, what am I going to do now? To be honest, I'm not sure. I still am considering picking up another used Pixel 5, as the one that I have here sadly got destroyed due to water damage. The problem is I want something a little more future-proofed. And over all of this, the iPhone is looking pretty good, with great performance, a great camera, good enough battery life, and of course the integration with my MacBook. I just feel bad compromising on this, as I'm going to have to give up the refresh rate in Android, which I really do like. I'm willing to compromise on those things, I just wish that Google didn't make me compromise. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have any thoughts on what I should do, or you just want to talk about the current state of small Android phones, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you all so much. I'm Michael with TECHMB, and I'll see you later.